might as well move on to the main event then, because even though we're probably not going to see the Chiefs and Crusaders at completely full strength, I think this one's a pretty hotly anticipated clash after events at Orange Theory Stadium 14 days ago. Crusaders have named their team and looks pretty strong, but Matera, Whitelock, Joe Moody and Braden Ennell probably the big names who they're still going to be without this week. Chiefs, no Jacobson for them amongst other. Peter Gusto-Cooler as well has been ruled out due to injury, not COVID though, I believe.
Bennett Brown as well.
Yeah. So neither team quite, firing on all cylinders here. Crusaders have had the week off. The Chiefs did not last week. They put in that performance against Moana Pacifica. Was very surprised to see, especially with all the sort of the COVID news and everything rolling around. This game opened with the odds dead even. I think it was $1.87 each way, and now the Chiefs you can get $2 for. Were you were pretty keen on the Crusaders last time?
Yeah, keen on the Crusaders last time. Just betting against Crusaders is, you're never going to go. It's never going to pay off that much. But yeah, I mean the Chiefs just sort of wanted it more. They're a bit more hungry in their opening game. I thought when it came out as $1.87 each way, I thought that was probably about right. This is a game that, I mean, it could go either way, depending on how the Crusaders team looks. Yeah, as you said, the Chiefs named a pretty solid team. Interesting that Gatlin's playing 10.
Yeah, maybe Ioane's just a bit lacking a bit of match fitness.
Maybe, yeah. So Ioane's on the bench, but it's sort of, I mean, Gatlin's been good, last
yeah, it was
2
good
weeks.
in Christchurch.
Yeah, and he scored that first try against Moana Pacifica, and he got smashed a couple of times, but he wasn't afraid to sort of throw it up and hit it to the line, and his kicking's been pretty on point apart from that penalty against the Blues. So, it's a real hard game to pick. I'll probably wait till I sort of see the Crusaders team to really make a call on it, but probably still be siding with them. It'll be a pretty small start, won't it? 1.5 or
it's going to be about that. The
5.
Crusaders have named their team.
Basically,
Moanga's at 10.
Oh, they had their team.
I think, Moanga at 10. Bryn Hall at 9, Grace, Christie, and Blackadder the loose forward trio. Quinton Strange alongside Scott Barrett in the second row. Bit of an inexperienced front row. Jaeger, McAllister, and Finlay Brewis. My boy Lester Whanganuku in the 13 jersey though.
Taylor off the bench.
Yeah, and
Sever Reese on the bench.
Sever Reese off the bench as well, which is interesting. Che Fihaki getting the nod over him in the 14 jersey.
Very interesting.
So, I'm.
Give me the Chiefs now, please.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Only won one of the last 4 visits to FMG Stadium in Hamilton, the Crusaders as well.
I'd say that.
Not a happy hunting ground. No, I really like the look of the Chiefs. As we saw, the depth that the Chiefs have is so good. And you look at the side that they're lining up here, that forward pack, I think is the best. It's the best forward pack in the comp. So especially with that Crusaders, I guess less than experienced front row, I can just see the Chiefs at home. Those cowbells ringing with a full crowd up there on Saturday. I can't believe the Chiefs have drifted out to 2 after opening up at $1.87. I thought it would have gone the other way. So I'm very, very happy to take the $2 head to head. I think it's a great bet.
Yeah, I think a big watch of this game in particular in the first half with Cody Taylor on the bench and no Whitelock is going to be the set piece. The Crusaders, so much what they do is built around that set piece and going from there. And Whitelock is obviously massive to that. He's key to the All Black set piece as well. So if the Chiefs can get a bit of control there, their pack has just been monstrous all season. No Cooler, obviously not ideal, but I think we'll see Tupu Vai and Josh Lord in particular step up with ball in hand. They've both been great ball runners so far this season. So expecting big performances from both of them, and just touched on 2 All Black locks and didn't mention Brody Retallick there. So Sam Kane also floating around that forward pack. We can do lots of this sort of stuff. But Chiefs, very big, very impressive forward pack. Not too concerned, Rissy, as someone who's maybe not more on the fence. Brad Weber back in the 9 jersey. Do you think that's got to be a big boost for the Chiefs as well, right? He's been influential.
But I mean Xavier Rhodes sort of filled that gap pretty well, and Weber is a big plus for the Chiefs. I'm just trying to look back to see when the last time the Crusaders lost 2 games in a row, and the website I'm on, it runs out in 2019. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened since then. So, yeah,
when did they play the Chiefs twice in a row last?
Yeah, well, that's whether they lose 2 games in a row and lose to the same team 2 games in a row. We've talked about it last few weeks. You know, we haven't seen the best of the Crusaders yet, and that loss to the Chiefs would have stung massively. And I think that I do think they'll come back, and I don't think it'll be a blowout win, but I think they'll grind out a win. Yeah.
Want to put a kebab?
Yeah, about it. Yeah. Just head to head.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet as. One other thing I just want to point out, interested to note that the Chiefs have gone with the 6-2 split on the bench with the 6 forwards and just Cortez Ratama, who's got massive reps on him, and Joshuani for backs. But I think that's maybe an indication that they expect the Crusaders to come home with a wet sail. They've got a few of their stronger players, so that should help maybe blunt the Crusaders' tidal wave late on. And then just want to ask you guys, obviously, with the Chiefs already having won the first game between these two, home, this could essentially decide where maybe a semi-final or a finals played. Do you think that's something that's going to be on the team's mind, or they're just sort of, I suppose, 1 week at a time is a cliche, but this season more so than any, it's just about survive and advance, right?
Oh, they'd have one eye, I imagine. You'd have to, because the home advantage is so crucial. Crusaders obviously had the home advantage when these 2 teams played in the Super Rugby Aotearoa final last year,
and the referee advantage. Sorry.
Ding, ding, ding.
And I feel like, the last couple of finals we've seen in Super Rugby, when there was that sort of 2011 to 2014 period, there was a couple of finals games where the Crusaders had to go up to Waikato and go to Hamilton, and they took them. So they'll even though it was a fair few years ago now, they'll still remember that. There'll be there's a few guys in that team who would have played in those games. So yeah, I think you'd have to at least have not a little bit of one eye on it, because home advantage when it comes late in the game. Crusaders, they lost to the Chiefs last time they played there, but Chiefs hadn't won there in about 6 or 7 games before that. So,
they've obviously the Crusaders go very well at home, and straight away, I think Hamilton more so if it was against the Blues or the Hurricanes, I don't think they'd be so concerned about going to Eden Park. But the Chiefs do seem to grow a league against the Crusaders at home, so I think they'd want to avoid having to go back to the Tron, as good as the Sky City is there. But they'll be trying to avoid that one. Anything else you want to touch on for this game, Paul, or just doubling down on the Chiefs?
Yeah, big time. I do think they're a great bet this weekend, the Chiefs. They're going to be very, very tough to beat if they get a home semi-final.
We really haven't seen them at full strength this year either. I think that, obviously we haven't seen the Crusaders at full strength before. Any red and black fans jump down my throat. I know the Crusaders will be very good when they're, but just this pack in particular, Josh Lord and the other Dupavai, sorry, they've got so many All Black locks. I just forgot what one I was trying to talk about. I think there's just so much potential for this forward pack and then Ioane and Weber are still getting used to each other. Leonard Brown's barely played. Look at us just jinxing the Chiefs.
Whatever Clayton McMillan is doing, don't change.
No, absolutely
it's working.
Rusty was touching on those 2012 and 2013 games when the Chiefs were coached by Dave Rennie, and getting pretty similar vibes from Clayton at the moment. So
yeah, we'll see.
But no, I'll let you. That pretty much does us for New Zealand action this week. Rusty's leaning Crusaders, I think.
Leaning,
and we're all in with the Chiefs. So just very excited for that game. Should be a great game of footy on Saturday evening.
It'll be a brilliant game.
Thankfully, we don't have a Warriors game across it where I'm going to have to be double screening, so I can give my full attention to it.